Hello everybody, welcome to Visual Learning Portal where visuality conveys best. Today we are going to do about trigonometry. So let's learn how to draw a simple table of trigonometry. So this is a table, I have already drawn that for you. These are the different four quadrants. So we can write this as, this is the first quadrant, this is the second quadrant, this is the third quadrant, and this is the fourth quadrant. One basic rule to learn how these values are there. So you are supposed to first write sine 90 minus theta. Why I have written 90 minus theta? There is a logic behind that. As I have said that these are the four different quadrants. In four different quadrants we have this angle is 90 degree. Okay, so you can write this as 90 degree. This angle, the whole angle, this is also called the linear angle, which is 180 degree. Okay, and the angle starting from the same point and goes till here is 270 degree, and the whole angle which is starting from here and goes from here till here is 360 degree. Basically the whole circle gives you a 360 degree angle. Now if this is a first quadrant, in the first quadrant we can write all the values of sine, cos and tan as sine 90 minus theta, cos 90 minus theta, tan 90 minus theta. And I have put an equal to because I am going to tell you that whether the angle, whether the values in here are positive or negative. There are very simple rules to learn that. Similarly, if this is 180 angle, so we can write, maybe point it like this is 90, so that you may not get confused, like this angle is 180 and this is 270 and this whole angle is 360 degrees. So please make sure you may not get confused with that. Sine 180 minus theta, because whatever the values in here till this side is taken as 180 minus theta, cos 180 minus theta, tan 180 minus theta. So whatever the angle which is less than 180 can be taken in the second quadrant. And similarly we can talk about the third quadrant. In the third quadrant we can see we have the values 180 plus theta. So whatever the angles which is more than 180, for example if it is 181, that also come in the third quadrant. If it is 185, that's also gonna come in the third quadrant. So similarly the angles which are basically more than 180 and less than 270, they are supposed to come in the third quadrant. Alright, so we can write the values of these like sine 180 plus theta, cos 180 plus theta, tan 180 plus theta. We are going to fill the values after the equal to once I finish with explaining the all four quadrants. And in the fourth quadrant, whatever the angles which are more than 270 degree, they are supposed to come in the fourth quadrant, and the angles which are less than 360 degree, they are supposed to come in this quadrant. Until 360 degree, these angles come in the fourth quadrant. And we are supposed to write the values for these sine, cos, tan. Similarly 360 minus theta, we can say like that, sine 360 minus theta, cos 360 minus theta, tan 360 minus theta. So these are the values. Now how these values can be learned? All the values here, so we can write, I am going to write one thing, all in here and S in here. For the S, you need to remember that S means sine, S means sine. T in here, T means tan. And the last one, C in here, C means cos. Okay, just remember like that, all sine, tan, cos, all S, T, C. So what that mean? If I have written all, that mean all the values of sine, cos, tan are positive in this quadrant. So we can write and learn and remember that all the values of sine, cos, tan are positive in the first quadrant. Similarly, if we are talking about the second quadrant where all the values of the theta are less than 180 and considered as 180 minus theta. Remember 180 minus theta we can write as 180 if the angle is like for example more than 90 degree. For example if the angle is 110, then we can write 180 minus 110. So whatever the angle it will be. So the angle which comes in between that, 110 angle can come in this quadrant, the second quadrant. Here the sign is positive because it is S, means sign needs to be positive. So this needs to be positive. Rest both values are supposed to be negative, means cos and tan is supposed to be negative in the second quadrant. Similarly, if we talk about the third quadrant, in the third quadrant we have T. T is the tangent. So tangent value is need to be positive in here. So we can write positive value first, and rest whatever the values are there that are supposed to be negative. Okay. Now sine cos tan, 360 minus theta, 360 minus theta. Similarly here C means cos is positive, you can write cos positive, and rest two values are negative. So this is the way to write the angles, whether it is positive or negative and which quadrant it is. Just remember these things, all S, tangent, and C, cos, all S, T, C. Then you can remember how you are supposed to write the values: positive, sine positive, tangent positive, cos positive. Rest all values are negative. Now I am going to tell you one more which is very important table for the trigonometry. Let's learn about this table. Here I have put the values in the degrees. You are in the exam, mostly you have been asked, don't use the calculator to calculate these values. I am going to tell you how we can write this table. No need to cram this, no need to write this one. You can learn just in one step how we can do that. Write the degrees at the top: 0 degree, 30 degree, 45, 60 degree, 90, and all the bigger angles you can convert it into these smaller angles. How you can convert, I am going to tell you that. Radians you can write 0 degree, pi by 6, pi by 4, pi by 3, pi by 2, and remember what is the value for the pi? Pi is 180 degree. 180 degree. So if you're going to talk about pi by 6, means you are dividing 180 divided by 6, you will get 30 degree. Pi by 4, you're going to divide 180 divide 4 gives you 45. Pi by 3, 180 divide 3 gives you 60. Pi by 2, 180 divide 2 gives you 90 degree. So radians you can easily, from degree to radians you can convert, from radian to degree also you can convert by multiplying. Here I have written the value of sine, cos and tangent. So now let's learn the basic rule. So if I am going to write 0 divided by 4 here, write 1 divided by 4 here by putting the square root, 2 by 4 here, 3 by 4 here, and 4 by 4 here. Now I am going to write 0 by 4 is here. So there is a square root sign and 0 by 4 in here. So how we can do that 0 by 4 and how we can find the value of sine, cos and tan? Let's learn. That's not at all hard. Now I am going to put the value in the sign, this box. 0 by 4 can be written as, can you write 0 by 4, because 0 by 4 is 0 and square root of 0 is 0. So can you write this value as such, 0? Okay. Now similarly for the 30 degree, it's square root of 1 by 4. Can you write square root of 1 by 4 as equal to square root of 1 divided by square root of 4? Similarly, square root of 1 can be written as 1, and can you write square root of 4? 2 times 2 is 4. Okay. So this can be written as 1 over square root of 2 square. This can be written as 1 over 2, because square and square root are inverse of each other. Square and square root can get cancelled. So you can also cancel that. So 2 can go with this square root and left with only 1 by 2. Can I write the value as 1 by 2 in here? Okay. Now 45 degree, square root of 2 divided by 4. Can I write this square root of 2 divided by 4 as square root of 2 divided by square root of 4, which can be written as square root of 2 divided by square root of 2 times 2, which is also 4, and also square root of 2 by 4. Can you take this square root and this square root off, because you can write this square root of 2, square root of 2, square root of 2 as well. It's one and the same thing. So take 1 off, you are left with 1 over square root of 2. So you can write it here 1 over under root 2. Okay. Now let's do square root of 3 by 4. So I'll take some of these off so that at least we have some space to do other ones as well. So here we have, let's write for the other one. We have square root of 3 by 4. Can I write this as square root of 3 divided by square root of 4, which is again can be written as square root of 3 square root of 2 times 2, which again can be written as square root of 3 divided by 2, because 2 square and the square root can cancel and we left with square root of 3 divided by 2. Now the last one, which is square root of 4 by 4. So square root of 4 by 4 is basically 1. 1 square root is also 1, so 1 is here. Easy to remember, just remember the top step, which is this one. Square root of 0 by 4, square root of 1 by 4, square root of 2 by 4, square root of 3 by 4 and square root of 4 by 4. Similarly, you just need to learn this 0 degree, 30 degree, 45, 60 and 90, because these are the basic angles which they have asked for in the exams basically. Now sine values you can easily write. What happened to the cos? How we can remember? No need to remember, there is a basic rule. Take that one, put it here. Just flip all the terms, like we going like that, go now like this. Under root 3 by 2, write it here. 1 by root 2 at the same place, 1 by 2 bring it here and 0 bring it here. Okay, now we're gonna write the tan values, cos being very easy. Now tan. Now this thing you already know that tan theta is equal to sine theta divided by cos theta. So tan is sine over cos. So same thing I am going to do with the values. So for this value, for the 0 degree, 0 over 1 is 0. Okay. 1 by 2 over under root 3 by 2. So it is 1 by 2 divide under root of 3 by 2. Can I write this as 1 by 2 times 2 by under root 3? It's one and the same thing. I have just changed the divide sign to multiply and flip the term. Change this divide to multiply and flip the term. This 2 can go off. We left with 1 over under root 3. So write this as 1 over under root 3. Okay. 1 over root 2 over 1 over root 2. 1 over root 2 divided by 1 over root 2. Root 2 get cancelled. So this is equal to 1. So the value for this one is 1. Now it's time to do 60 degree. Under root of 3 by 2. Square root of 3 divided by 2 divided by 1 by 2. So this 2 can go with this 2, left with under root of 3 by 1 can be written as square root of 3. 1 divided by 0 is not defined. So you can write this as for not defined. Okay. So in this way you can learn the table. Basically no need to learn if you have understood how we can write these values. Just the first line if you can remember or if you can learn these things, because that's too easy. It's like 0 by 4, 1 by 4, 2 by 4, 3 by 4, 4 by 4 you need to do in this one. After that you can easily fill the values in here by just opening the square root. How square and square root get cancelled, just learn that. And after that you can easily write the sine values, flip all the values for the cos. So you can write the cos values, and after that you know the rule that tan theta is equals to sine divided by cos. Do the same with the values and you can find all the tan values. So in this way it's very easy to do such kind of tables. Thanks for watching Visual Learning Portal.
Any questions? Comment below and we'll respond as soon as possible. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon to be notified when we release new content. We'll keep posting as much as we can. Thanks for watching.